Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues. Today I'd like to talk about one of my all-time favorite Disney films that pretty much subscribes to the Disney princess fare type of thing. I mean, anyone who is a Disney movie fan or Disney fan in general knows about the Disney princesses. These are all the heroines in all of their films and stuff like that, all different shapes, sizes, colors, everything. And this is really, for me, probably the pinnacle of storytelling, of animated beauty, a feature that just is a feast for the eyes from beginning to end. 1959's Sleeping Beauty. Now, this movie I absolutely love and adore. It's probably my favorite, as compared to Snow White and Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella and all of these other movies. This is probably my favorite, prince princess romance type of story film, largely in part because of its charm and just the beauty behind the animation. Of course, you're basically, ushered into this world where the Princess Aurora is born, and there's this sort of wicked witch in the form of Maleficent. Now, she is hands down the Darth Vader of villains when it comes to Disney villains, as far as just being awesome. The look of the character, the demeanor of the character. There's a reason why they use the term timeless when it comes to films like this, and it's because the characters, whether good or bad, are really truly memorable. Maleficent is definitely one of them. She's jealous, over the princess and the kingdom and everything like that, and she basically banishes the princess, with a curse that will say when she's 16 years old, she'll prick her finger on a spinning wheel, where they basically make clothes and stuff like that, and tapestries and whatever have you, and she'll die, and you have these three good fairies who actually are trying to help preserve the life of the princess by taking her into hiding. They also use some of their magic to aid her, and there's a whole whirlwind kind of romance where, she's betrothed to a prince, but later on they kind of meet without knowing who each other is, and after she's been in hiding for so many years, Maleficent finally gains insight into where she is, and things go awry, and it's left to the prince to unlock the curse. And, I won't spoil any more than that if you haven't seen the film. But the art of this film is just absolutely exquisite. It very much matches sort of medieval tones and things you see in tapestries of ages past, and that's really down to one of the chief artists, the sort of directorial artist of the film, Ivan Durrell, who there's in this particular two-disc set a biography about, and a making of the feature and everything like that. And I think, it would be fair to say people need to sing his praises when it comes to the unique visual style as compared to other Disney fare like, as I said, Snow White, Alice in Wonderland, and Cinderella, and those kinds of movies. This movie definitely has a style and a visual presence all its own, a charm all its own, without being cartoony, over the top. Like in Cinderella you had the little mice and, the dwarves to a certain extent, and the animals in Snow White could be cartoony, and this movie has cartoony aspects. It is an animated feature, of course, but it's much more downplayed and a much more just dramatic story, and it features one of the greatest action sequences at the finale of the film, where essentially the prince has to go up against the baddie sort of dragon attack. I can't say any more than that because just my words would not give it the awe and majesty that, watching it visually will give you. It's just stymieing how wondrous this film is, and especially a time that is full of CGI animation and that kind of thing, digital animation, to realize that this was frame by frame, millisecond by millisecond, animated by hand, every little aspect, in a time before computers, just makes it that much more compelling to watch and beautiful to see this story unfold. The romance is definitely awesome. There's a lot of great humor, and it's just a really charming, beautiful story. My favorite of the Disney princesses is Aurora, and it's because of this movie. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you've seen this movie or if you have other Disney favorites, let me know down below. And otherwise, I'll catch you later. Peace.